Hello there, I'm Dark-minded Sith. It's Mumbo's time to shine. But Mumbo's actually feeling pretty rebellious today, so we're gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna go inside Humba Wumba's wigwam. Yeah, that's right, I'm in here. What do you think about that? Mumbo not welcome. Leave now, or be in big heap trouble. Nah, I'm gonna get in your pool. Mumbo, get out of pool! Nah, shut up, Pocahontas. It's cold out there. This pool's warm. I want to hang out here. Mumbo not welcome. No. Why are you so tall? Your chair doesn't need to be that big. And why is it decorated with feathers that are on my head? And why do you need a spell book? You're cheating. You should know spells naturally. I don't like you. Not a nice person. Yeah, let's get out of here. Before I catch your stank. Your big heap stank. So that's a little interesting cutscene you get with Mumbo and Humba the first time you go in her wigwam. Every time you go in there and you get in the pool, she'll say, Mumbo, get out of pool. But the first time in your file when you go in there, that happens. But we're not going to let her get away with that. She thinks she's so high and mighty. She thinks she's this game's magician. So you know what? We're going to bring things back to life. How about that? Okay, so this is Life Force. Yeah, this game would be a little too grim if characters died forever, so...
Big drop. Hurt lots. Where am I?
You dead. Mumbo used powerful shaman magic. You alive.
Didn't need puny earthling magic. Could have used special powers instead.
Spaceman ungrateful. Waste Mumbo's time. Me should teach lesson.
Sorry, strange friend. My special powers are low, and we need your help. Our 3 children escaped the ship before we crashed in the lagoon. If you can find and return them to me safely, I'll bestow the earth with wondrous gifts.
Mumbo like gifts, not tacky alien merchandise though.
Kids will be hiding from danger until they detect alien signal.
Mumbo impressed, but Mumbo magic better. Yeah, you said it, Mumbo. Your magic's always better. You should have said that loud enough for Humba to hear you. I heard. Magic of mine, big heat better. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Mumbo has definitely earned our respect, hasn't he? Nah. Okay, so let's get started with this fun little side quest. Because we want the Earth to be filled with lots of wondrous gifts, and not tacky merchandise. Another dead alien? What is this? God. This game is truly getting like taking the Empire Strikes Back route, where it's the sequel and it's much darker. Doctor, okay, so now we have to go get, I don't know, insert one of these doctors here. No, we need to get Mumbo for that, so... Yeah, not the most fun thing in the world. It's a little bit of going back and forth, swapping between Mumbo and the bear and bird, and... Thankfully, they put the location kind of nearby, but... It kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong 64. Which is like a game that would be a million times better if you didn't have to like swap around in the barrels over and over and over again. Just switch from Kong to Kong at will would be nice, but... Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and free you. Are you dead? Oh no, you're alive.
Thanks, Earthling.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh yeah, you can go in the water. Why do you have a yellow Jinjo plush? Like, of all things. The yellow Jinjo is the merchandise that you wanted. Of all possible characters. Rare, you could have plugged, like, another character of yours. Okay. So I went all the way up here, and we're gonna glide over there to the child. Now, ignore this method, because there's an easier way to get over here. But, originally, this is how I did it, so... I'm showing that off just for showing it off, but...
Mommy?
Uh-oh. No, I'm not your mother.
So cold. Mommy, Daddy. Me no like cold earthling planet.
Alright, so fire eggs it is. Burn the baby! No, we just have to sit our warm hiney on its head. Do the hatch move. There we go.
Great! Me nice and toasty now. Time to go home.
Okay, that was stupid. Why didn't you just warp in the first place? Like you had to be warm, only then would you warp back. Stupid. Anyway. Okay. Over here we got a little bit of some tricky platforming. Gotta go up whatever in the world this thing is. This sort of wannabe mountain, I guess. And at the top, something totally worth it, yeah, the Cheeto page. After getting the Cheeto page and getting up here, then you can glide over to where the baby alien is. That's how I recommend getting over there. Don't do what I did. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, back with Mumbo. Now let's revive the dead child. And the dead child is Betet. The other children, by the way, are Alphet, which is the one with the yellow Jinjo, and Gamet, which was the baby.
Thank you! Earthlings not all brain dead!
Nah, we kind of are. And with that, all the children are together. They are now one big, happy alien family. And they can go home. They didn't even have to phone home.
You have done well, Earthling. But I shall now have to exterminate you all for taking so long.
No, wait!
Have you kids seen my laser anywhere? It must be on the ship. Your race is spared for now, Earthling. Stand clear. Beaming up sequence initiating.
Love it just being called the beaming up sequence. Nothing fancy. No sense giving it a big fancy technical term if you don't have to. Aw, the aliens are leaving. But don't worry, they'll be right here. I'm pointing to my chest. So has Mumbo earned our respect now? Nah. So there's our next Jiggy, which Mumbo takes. Don't know if he's going to be kind enough to add that to our pile, or if he's just going to kind of hold it hostage. Would kind of make sense. I mean, he did most of the work, so he's kind of earned it. Okay, but we're not done with Mumbo quite yet. There are lots of dead things in this area. So, what are we going to revive next? I do wonder if the chanting's necessary. It's fun, I love it, but I don't know if the Ekumbokum stuff is really needed, or if Mumbo just kind of feels like saying that. And with that, we revive the professor from Tarzan.
Many thanks, young sir. Why, I've been frozen in there since 1984.
Mumbo thinks seen crazy old man before, perhaps.
It's quite possible it is. I come from a golden age where wolves were kings. The name's Saberman. Adventuring's my game. Or, at least, was my game.
What Cable Man doing in Ice Block?
That cursed saber wolf chased me all the way here. I was frozen in my tracks by the ice dragon. I'm rather cold. Could you see your way to warming me up?
Mumbo not do that, but no bear that might. Okay. So let's get the bear and bird together to warm up this wonderful Cable Man. And in a moment we will talk all about him.
I say, any chance of a little heat?
Yeah, sure, let's hatch. Let's sit on your head. Nah, we'll use fire eggs. There you go. Isn't that better? Must be some powerful fire eggs.
That's so much better. Being frozen for so long has tired me. I need a cup of tea and 40 winks. Could you possibly help me out just one more time? Can you carry me back to my tent? It's over on the fiery side of the mountain. If it hasn't burnt down by now.
Well, thankfully we took care of Chili Billy, so it hasn't. And over there is actually where we got the Mega Globo. Way back when. Okay, so let's talk all about Saberman. Saberman is from the game Saber Wolf, which is a ZX Spectrum game that was developed and released by Ultimate Play the Game in 1984. In the game, he's a traveler, and he falls into a deep chasm, and he has to battle lots of creatures that live within in order to make his escape.
My tent! My equipment! It's just as I left it all those years ago.
Ouch.
Me treasure is still here too. You may have it, kind sir. It's a fine golden jigsaw piece. No use to me. I'm hanging up my boots.
And we get a Jiggy for helping Mr. Saberman. If you hang around here, Saberman has some pretty interesting things he says.
Perhaps I'll ride on a dolphin.
A dolphin? You mean Snorkel from the first game?
I wonder what adventures may await me. Bears and their own adventures. Ha!
Ridiculous. Okay, so now while we have solo Banjo, we're gonna head in here to the oil pipe and get that Jiggy we made up here a little while back. After that, we're going to head over to the Ice Side train station using Chuffy, because we unlocked that a little while back as well. While we all do this, let's talk about that dolphin remark that Saberman made. That dolphin remark there is a pretty interesting one. He's not talking about Snorkel from the first game, he's talking about the GameCube, actually. As I'm sure a lot of you out there know, the Nintendo GameCube originally went by the codename The Dolphin, and at the time of this game, Rare was still part of Nintendo, and the Dolphin was the codename that their next game console was going by. So it's believed that this remark was maybe some foreshadowing that a Saberman game was planned for the next generation Nintendo console. But that game never came out. And the only other game he had was Saber Wolf for the Game Boy Advance in 2004. A later next-gen Saberman title called Saberman Stampede was a reworked version of Donkey Kong Racing, which was a game that Rare was working on up until they were purchased by Microsoft. Sadly, while beta footage of the game leaked in 2008, showing the game as a now full-fledged platformer, the game was cancelled in 2007. Yeah, poor Saberman. Didn't quite get the love he really deserved. But he'll live in our hearts forever. And so, at the end of the Icy Side train station, we finally get this Jiggy. And that is going to do it for now, for Hellfire Peaks. As our last Jiggy, if you take a look at our totals here, you'll see that we've got everything. That's all the collectibles. But not quite done here completely. There are two little things we need to do. I'll go ahead and show the trip back. I do quite like this place. The broken train tracks, the ice terrain, it's very mysterious and cool. But one last objective of ours is killing one of the hotheads. I said way back when that I've never killed one of these things before. And these things have been annoying us the entire time. Even in the eyesight, just thinking about them was annoying me the whole time. So yeah, die. Get out of here. Phew, finally killed one. He got what he deserved. And our last objective here is this. This is the water that we need to get for the pigs, but it's way too hot. We need to find a way to cool it down. But we can't quite do that yet. So, once we finish that, that'll be it for Hellfire Peaks. But for now, that's gonna do it. Farewell Hellfire Peaks for now, and in the next video, more fun backtracking galore. I'll see you then.